Hi, I'm Leah. I go by Sharkmouth Online, and I'm a self-taught artist who designs and sells their original products, and I plan to grow my art business this year and take you along for the ride. Hi guys. Face reveal! Not really, because a couple of videos ago was my face. Even if that was like a year ago, technically it's still my face. But hi. I just want to have a proper hello with you guys and properly introduce myself. My name is Leah or Talia. I go by Sharkmouth online. I do digital, traditional art, consisting of any medium. I love my mixed media. Usually on traditional art, it's usually more than one medium because not using more than one medium is kind of boring to me. Welcome to my channel. I've already have posted a couple videos by now, but I'm trying to get more comfortable with posting my face because I feel like that would just make me a lot more comfortable in a lot of different areas, and that it will push me along to fully commit to this in the way that I want to. And also the creators that I mostly love show their face, and if they're scared or not, and they've pushed through it, so I want to do the same. So hi, I'm a lot girly. I'm lighter than bright, and that's really all that you need to know. In today's video, as you can see already, we're going to be doing the self-portrait drawing, and this self-portrait drawing, people close to me said that they really liked, and I hope you guys like it too. I use colored pencil. I also use acrylic markers. Acrylic markers I got like Kohl's for like 10 bucks that I'm gonna try to go back and find. I really like the acrylic markers. They were like big on TikTok for a while, and I see why. I don't think the specific brand that I got was like the one, but the brush tip acrylic markers. And I feel like as an artist, brush tip in general is kind of like one of those things where it's like, if you was an artist back in the day when you was looking for the brush tip alcohol-based markers, and when you found them, you was like, what? That's not brush tip acrylic markers, that's not Copics, that's not a hoo-hoo. Hold on a second. If you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was just the vibe. Like, everyone was getting sponsored by a hoo-hoo. Everyone was not getting sponsored by Copics. A hoo-hoo sponsor. Hold on a second. Segue. I'm a fan. I'm a day one fan. Sponsor. Give me that. You know what I'm saying? I will do a review. An honest review. Anyways, acrylic markers are really, for me, the way to go. I really love using them. And I even... I'm looking like I don't know where it is. I know exactly where this is. I did this. I'm actually going to be having a workshop making these. And all the designs over here, not this is actually fabric, but all of these designs are with their acrylic markers. What I like about their acrylic markers is that I'm pretty sure you can use them on any surface. I really like this one. Here, I'm gonna, as I'm recording, I'm gonna show you, and the sun looks real good right now too. Show you guys. But basically, this piece specifically is a demo I did for myself. In the last video, I believe, or 2 videos ago, I did a self-portrait, not a self-portrait, but a pet portrait of my friend and her 2 cats. And I just showed you guys my process, and actually making the frame gave me an idea. I wanted to do a class at this local art nonprofit, and I don't know what to do. And I'm a digital artist, so I planned on maybe doing like a digital art workshop, but if I'm being honest, I was thinking about it and it just didn't seem fun. To me, it didn't seem fun, and I don't do a lot of hands-on stuff because I usually do digital art, but when I do get to do hands-on stuff, really inspiring, and maybe I actually want to do more hands-on stuff. So I wanted to do a workshop, and I was like, instead of having people draw themselves, because not everyone is even comfortable drawing themselves, they might not have the drawing skills to do so, why don't I take one of my biggest passions, and that's Polaroid cameras or film. I actually don't have a film camera, but I love Polaroid pictures so much. I love to take so much, especially if they're good. Why not bring these two loves together and make something I love? So I will be doing a test workshop soon. Hopefully it goes good and I actually enjoy teaching. But we're on a tangent. I thought, in case my yapping so far wasn't enough of an introduction, I asked on my Instagram any Q&A, anything like questions you have for me as an artist, and I thought that I would answer some, or answer just them period on here, because I didn't do it on Instagram, but I'll let you guys know that was for a video. So first question, Tender Heart Art asking me, what artist are you inspired by? What artist am I inspired by? If I can be really honest, especially early on, my biggest inspirations were my friends. My friend Mia, her, and then one of my older friends who would just draw all the time. And I remember with my one friend, it was kind of like an internal rivalry, like an inspiration. Her art was, I was so inspired by her art, and it pushed me to want to be better. I was just so amazed to see someone do something that I wanted to do and I didn't know if I could do. So I was like, why don't I just work my ass off? Because if she can do it, I can do it. And it helped build a community of artists. And then when Mia, when I was introduced to Mia, it was this artist, another artist that I was just so inspired by. And to be able to just talk with them often, and usually when we're talking, we're drawing, and just showing our art to each other and being like, oh my god, and they being like, oh my god. It was just such a nice experience. That was my really, like, especially early on, my bigger inspirations, besides like people on Instagram, like professional artists on Instagram that I don't remember because I'm not engaged with their art anymore. Those people, 100%. But I do know a couple artists that I am super, I know two offhand. Momopachi on Instagram, I love their art so much. They were a big inspiration for me. They're so talented, and it's artists like them and the artist Dalton Doodles. I love their work so much. I've gotten way too much stickers than I should. I have like 3 prints of theirs all over this room. I actually, and the 2 reasons why I bring them up is because I have their work on my desk. I have Dalton Doodles, this mini print that I got maybe a year or 2 ago. I love it. They're the way that they can just freely put their ideas onto a page. And they usually don't sketch. For some, not usually, I don't know what they do on their normal time, but for a lot of their pieces, you can even see them on Instagram. They're not really sketching, they're just going shit on the paper. Similarly to Momopachi, I feel like the reason just why these 2 artists inspire me so much is because their confidence in their art, in their strokes, is clearly there. And then I also have Tiger Facts design by by Momopachi. There was another designer she had that I was sold out. I wasn't able to get my hands on, but got a lot of their stickers. Shit, do I have any other stuff on here? I have this Garchomp. I think his name's Garchomp. It's been so long. But I have this Garchomp by Dalton Doodles. This artist, I forgot their name. Sozomagi. I know the artist, I think their name is Riz. They're friends, I think. I love pinup art. So this, like, I love, and you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dark Magician, anything I love, so I had to have them. Amazing. And this artist also was a huge inspiration for me. I bought like their they used to have these like pouches. I think I have one in here actually. It's like, it's actually not that bad. Well, it had like a bunch of things on it, but this artist, I'll put their stuff on the, but I've had a lot of artist stuff here that inspire me. I think usually the artist is, especially you can see like on my laptop, especially with these 2 pinups. I know this is Dark Magician Girl, but this is, I have a couple of these and I want them to restock more of these designs, but they won't. I'm so sad. Please, if you're watching this, please restock all of them. I will buy every single one. I don't care if I spent $100 on each sticker, please. I just want more. I want duplicates. I should have bought duplicates. But for me, artists' use of color, form, really inspires me. Okay, that was like 5 minutes for one question. So let's get the other ones. Question by Princess Tortellini. What's your inspiration and how did you define your signature drawing style? I think I just answered what's my inspiration, color, form, use of perspective, confidence, creativity. When I find artists are just undoubtedly themselves, it draws me. Because I want to be undoubtedly myself. How did you define your signature drawing style? I feel like with every artist, you don't really know how your style becomes your style. You know that you get a bunch of artists you like and look at their work and steal their work and study their work, and I think that's kind of how that happened with me. And as time passed on, it changed. I feel like my art styles were simpler with time because I was a fan of simpler styles, where certain parts were more detailed than others. I used to really like putting a lot of details in faces, make really big eyes, a lot of detail. That's why I used to like horror art a lot, because the detail I would put would be a little scary. But yeah, as you just grow as an artist, your art changes and you don't really know why, but different things influence it, and one day you're just like, oh, I have a style, and that's kind of how mine has been. I feel like it just really depends on the person, because I feel like people have told me I've had a style for a very long time. So it's always been something just singular to me. So I feel like if you were to start drawing, whatever draws you to art and whatever pulls you in and you're inspired by will shape your art style, and so will you as a person. So it's less of a I built it, more like it just built itself. Only have 2 more questions. So, ooh, this is a really good question. By King Oni, I believe. What is it about art that makes you feel fulfilled as a person? So, I'm the seasonal art kid, especially when I was younger, just self-proclaimed. Even if I wasn't good enough, in my head, that's what I felt like I wasn't. Always felt like it was the thing I was good at. Not only was it the thing I was good at, and I've had to like choose a relationship with, is this the thing I'm good at, or is this the thing I like doing? I feel like I've definitely, I believe it's both. I believe that there's something else that I should be doing besides being creative, even if it's not putting pen on paper. I feel like it is my job to be creative. It's my purpose to be creative. Yes, not my job, not even my career, but my purpose to be creative. So I don't want anything else. Even if I just do floral arrangements, or I direct a movie, or I write a soundtrack, compose music. I don't even know how to do most of those things, but it would just be so much better than not doing it. And there's a certain part of the creative process when it comes to drawing that I don't like doing. I'm a conception girl, I'm an idea girl. I love the conception, I love the way it looks in my mind. So sometimes I don't like putting it on paper. Sometimes I don't want to sit down for hours fully fine-tuning, but sometimes I like fully fine-tuning a certain idea. So what is it about art that makes you feel fulfilled as a person? I love doing it, but more so it is, my art is undoubtedly me. You can't get my art anywhere else. It is a full expression of myself. And that expression alone, as corny or simple as that might sound, is pure bliss. If you're creative, you know that there is a fire inside you, even if it's not all the time. Because a lot of us don't want to do anything and just lay down and watch anime. But sometimes you get this urge, if it's you go out and have a good day, or the people around you, or you see something on social media or you read something in a book, this flame, this urge to create appears inside you, and you're like, oh, this is the only thing that I should be doing, and to do it is to be fulfilled. I feel like there's better ways for me to answer that question, but let's go for the final question. And I say the best one for last. I only say that it's the best because it's about the wife herself, Brie Mina, on Instagram, YouTube, and any other social media platform that you might have. What is your rendering process? I really don't know how to answer this question, but I do I build my form, and I add my highlights, and then maybe I add some cool squiggly lines. Like, my favorite part is adding squiggly lines. Like, if you're not doing squiggly lines in your drawing, you're not having fun. Like, yeah, build form, do squiggly lines. That's why I like drawing women, because they're just squiggly lines, and they're hot, but they're all squiggly lines. So, yeah, those are my questions. I just want to say, this really cool shirt that I have on is by Smashed Label. Also, about inspiration, buy from artists, other artists. What's my inspiration? Other artists. I feel like that was the answer to my question, but I also just want to emphasize other artists. Other artists. This artist, go to conventions, go to art markets, go on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you use, support other artists. This sticker is by the creator of Be a Puppy Cat. When I was in high school, middle school, when I was younger, I was able to meet the creator of Be a Puppy Cat. She was just sitting there like it was nothing, and I got this sticker from her and a postcard from her, and she signed it. And if you're scared to go out and meet artists, that's just a message on how sweet they are. She was so sweet and chill, and it was just my child mind was blown because it was just so amazing. And I hope I would be able to create something like that one day. But you never know who you're gonna run into. You never know what might come from it. You can make a new connection through shared interests. It's just so inspiring. Support other artists, buy their stickers, their prints, their art books, their designs, their posters, and not everything has to be bought either, because I don't want to push that narrative, but as you support artists and what they do, you fill your space with them, you draw direct inspiration from it. I feel like I do that, I get that, especially when I was younger. Now I'm trying to, not break the bank as much, but when you was getting a little Christmas money, okay, a little birthday money, let's just say they were going to things. And don't get me started, I got a job now. Don't get me started. But I hope that was a good introduction. Again, Miss Leah. I go by Sharp Art Online. I mostly draw black people. That's a big part of my art. So if you have a problem with that, the window maybe? I have a door, but the window could work too. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you're interested in what I have to offer and you want a little bit of more of that, but maybe you watched all my videos, or maybe you went on all my social medias. If you did, you're a real one because you're giving me that engagement. Maybe you can like, comment, and subscribe on all of them. Damn, you're really a part of the community. If you feel like you're missing something, if you want to be a part of a community, if they're out there waiting for you. It's scary and it's hard, but you just have to put that first step forward and it'll get easier. Thank you so much for watching. Please, I hope you were able to pull out your sketchbook, iPad, pencil, paper, canvas, and you're able to sit down and create while I act. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you sometime.